Hello, and welcome to the third episode of the parenting series. Today, I want to talk with you about the power of clarity when you want to implement a change in your parenting. Perhaps there were some changes that you implemented that maybe there were big changes and quite challenging ones, but you were really clear that you wanted to make them happen. And then the transition was quite smooth. And perhaps in other areas you wanted to change something, but there was a little bit of internal conflict. On one way, you thought that it was really a good idea and that was really worth paying the price and putting the effort. But on the other hand, perhaps a part of you thought that it wasn't the right time, or maybe that the change itself wasn't right for you and your child and your family. So let me give you an example. When my daughter Aliki was young, she was quite happy about sleeping in her own room. It wasn't an issue until one day when she was almost 3 that she decided she didn't like her bed anymore. She wanted to sleep with me. And I was quite surprised and I didn't like it, to be honest, but I thought that perhaps it was just for a day or two she wanted me to be close. But the situation continued, and I tried to change it. I was trying many different ways to convince her to go and sleep in her own bed again. But nothing worked, and I was getting more and more frustrated and even guilty for not being consistent, for not being strong enough, or confused what was going on there. And after some time, I decided that the struggle didn't serve me anymore at all. It never served me. I was really exhausted and frustrated and angry at my daughter and myself. So I just decided no more pushing, no more struggle. Let's just relax and see what happens. And it was a great sense of relief when I didn't need to push and fight anymore. I accepted the situation, knowing that it will not last for the rest of our lives. And actually, I started enjoying having Aliki in my bed, to be honest. Until one day, again, things changed. And it became very clear to me that that was the right time for a change. And that it was the right time for Aliki to come back to her own bed. Because I just needed my space. And also, I knew that it was about the time that my younger daughter also would like to come and sleep with us, and 2 children in the bed. I knew for me personally, it was too much. So I was totally clear that that was the right time. And once I made the decision, the transition was quite smooth. Even though it involved some screaming and tears during the first night, and then a little bit of struggle during the second and third, maybe. But I was there supporting my daughter during this transition, and I was totally sure that this was the right thing to do. And the reason I'm sharing this story is that when you know, deep inside yourself, when you know what you want to do, then almost nothing will stop you. Then you are ready to make an effort if necessary. You are ready to make some sacrifices if necessary, but you are totally clear and you are sending the message that you are clear, and others, especially your children who are so sensitive to energy, can pick on it, that this is actually 100% decision. On the other hand, when we are conflicted inside, when our head is telling us something, but our heart is telling us something different, and we try pushing, then we are sending very conflicted messages. And the whole process is a struggle and frustration. That's why my invitation to you today is, if you feel that you are struggling in something that you want to change, just ask yourself, if you're 100% sure that this is the right change and that this is the right time for it. And if the answer is yes, then just go for it. But if the answer is no, then I suggest just to stop the fight, stop pushing. Just allow yourself some space around this issue. Allow your mind to settle. Stop pushing, relax. And I know that when you have the space, when your mind is quieter, you will see something fresh and helpful. And it will become clear to you what is the best way forward for you and your child and your family. So this is for today. If it resonated, or you have any question or reflection or a story to share, feel free to get in touch, either by typing a comment or sending me a private message. Okay, have a wonderful day and bye for now.